Are you the type of person that books a flight to get away whenever they can? Do you dream about seeing the most beautiful cities in the world, but the everyday expenses of life are holding you back? What if I were to tell you that there is a way that you can do both? Travel the world from port to port and make enough money to support yourself. If you crave a life of constant travel, then you can scratch that wanderlust itch without giving up on a career by checking out these 14 flexible jobs for travelers and digital nomads. Let's get right into it. Number 1. Web designer. Web design will always be in very high demand. The internet is increasing exponentially, and there will always be a need for people who can create beautiful websites. If you're already a web designer, then remote work is probably ideal for you. Software like Asana and Slack make it super easy to be able to communicate with people from all over the world. Web design is also a fantastic skill to take on the road with you because you can market this skill as a freelance service as well in between job opportunities. The best way to become a web designer is to just start programming. Learn the basics with online classes and then just start making websites. Look up websites that you enjoy and start to ask yourself, what is it about those websites that keeps you interested? Then you go and learn how to make those things on your own site. Building a portfolio and marketing that portfolio is a surefire way to get your foot in the door with some web design. Number 2. Social media manager. Have you noticed lately that every social media influencer these days has a thriving account on multiple platforms? They would need to clone themselves in order to handle that workload alone. Thankfully for them and for you, social media managers exist. Social media managers handle the day-to-day activities of running a social media account. These tasks could be things such as responding to comments, scheduling some posts, or even creating the posts themselves. Being a social media marketer can be a rewarding experience as you are building something from the ground up in a lot of cases. Advertising your work and also clearly demonstrating both verbal and written communication skills is key when applying for social media managing jobs. Do you think you could run a small company's social media account? Let me know in the comments which social media platform is best for starting a small business. Number 3. A virtual assistant. In today's entrepreneurial world, the virtual assistant market is thriving. Many people rely on delegating numerous tasks throughout the day, and it usually gets dumped on the virtual assistant. You will need to develop some savvy tech skills and keep your computer very organized. Make sure you also familiarize yourself with some scheduling apps like Calendly in order to stay on top of your tasks diligently. It shouldn't be a surprise that virtual assistants are also expert communicators as well, as they are constantly going back and forth with their employers. Number 4. Graphic designer. There probably isn't an option on the list that pairs better with traveling than graphic design. Our inspiration will be around you as you wander from country to country, and what could be a better outlet than designing as you travel? Graphic designers are already extremely creative and have a natural artistic touch. If you already have some artistic skills, you should look into downloading some software like Procreate or Photoshop to further sharpen your skills. If you haven't already, don't forget to click subscribe so you don't miss out on more amazing content like this. Number 5. Customer support agent. Are you a good communicator over the phone? Do you get along well with other people or have thick skin? Operating the phones as a customer support agent could be for you. Almost every company has a support team, and they almost exclusively work over the phone or over the internet. The best part about most customer support jobs is you can pick your own schedule. Don't like mornings? No problem. You can work from 2 in the afternoon to 10 o'clock at night. Are you an early bird? You can clock in at 6 a.m. and clock out whenever you want. Number 6. SEO specialist. SEO stands for Search Engine Optimization and is a huge tool in any influencer or online business's repertoire. Keyword research is a huge part of what makes videos go viral and can be done entirely online. As long as you have the communication skills to provide your employer with clear briefings on the topic you found, you can do this job from anywhere. Learning SEO is a very valuable skill. If you can master SEO, then you can master web traffic. And if you can master web traffic, then you can make lots of money. With sites like Skillshare, it's never been easier to increase your value and to educate yourself online. They have every type of financial class or programming class or design class that you could possibly dream of with qualified and entertaining teachers. I would like to ask you to join me in a 30-day challenge to see how many classes we can complete. I'm willing to bet that you can finish at least 3. Just click the link in my bio to sign up for your free 30-day trial. Number 7. Remote sales agent. With the amount of online resources available, it's never been easier to become a salesperson. Companies are jumping at the bit in order to hire a skilled salesperson who will bring them heaps of revenue at no extra cost. Think about it. What is the overhead for hiring an employee who works for a commission and works remotely? Becoming an effective salesperson is all about perfecting your pitch and your tone. Studying the masters like Jordan Belfort is a great start if you want to be a maestro on the phone. Cold calling and filming yourself cold calling is the best way to practice. It may not look pretty at first, and it may be hard to watch, but that's the point. You want to practice so much that when you watch yourself on film, you don't cringe. Number 8. Video editor. Around 3.7 million videos are uploaded to YouTube daily. Someone has to edit all of those videos. Why not you? Learning how to edit videos is just like learning anything else on this list. You need to jump right in and just start doing. Start by going to some YouTube channels that aren't big yet. Re-edit their videos and send them to the email address attached in the channel. Say something like, "Hey, this is how I would edit your videos if you let me," and offer your services for a price. Free editing software like VN or Vlog Now are easy and extremely effective for editing all kinds of videos. Once you get a little experience under your belt, then you can list this skill on freelance sites like Fiverr and Upwork. If you're enjoying the video so far, please give it a like. It really helps us out a ton. Number 9. Photographer. According to vloggers and writers, travel photography has become one of the most significant streams of income for this group. Most professional travel photographers post their photos on Instagram or on other social media websites to promote a particular place or attraction. If you have a knack for taking high-quality photos, you can monetize this skill for a lucrative amount. You can offer your skills for weddings, special events, promotions for products, or even for stock photo shoots. Having a working knowledge of how to properly take and edit photos is extremely valuable in a visually appealing driven world. Number 10. Computer programmer. Computer programmers are worth their weight in gold these days. If you can code in languages such as JavaScript, Ruby, or C++, then you have a one-way ticket to a 6-figure salary. Computer programming isn't easy, but it absolutely is a skill you can learn online. Taking online courses and making applications yourself is truly the best way if you can't afford to go back to school. Things like boot camps do exist, but they can be very expensive. In some cases, many of these boot camps only teach you slightly more than you would learn online in a free class. But some do actually teach you full-stack programming skills that will prepare you for a real job. You just have to do your research and your due diligence when it comes to selecting one of these boot camps. Number 11. Travel nurse. Medical assistance is needed everywhere you go. Hotels, resorts, cruise ships, and concert venues all need a variety of medical staff on hand for emergency situations. Not to mention the fact that every major city has multiple hospitals that are always looking for help. Being a traveling nurse could allow you to see the world and help people along the way, while also collecting a pretty penny. Nursing shift schedules allow you to travel and explore in between contracts. If you work on your resume and nursing history enough, you can command top dollar and afford to take off months at a time. Now, doesn't that sound fantastic? Only working half of the year and being able to travel at your leisure? I know, nursing isn't exactly the easiest job to pick up, and you will have to go to school first. But a lifetime of lucrative and remote work could all be worth a few years in college. Number 12. Flight attendants. It shouldn't surprise you that flight attendants travel quite a bit. Not only that, but they travel completely for free whenever they want during their personal time, and they can bring one person along with them as their buddy pass. Being a flight attendant requires long hours of being on your feet and serving guests, as well as guiding them through any safety procedures. To be a flight attendant, you must be very customer service forward. Flyers can often be quite unruly and downright rude to their stewards and stewardesses. It's important to keep an even temper when 10,000 feet up in the air. Number 13. Translators. If you can speak more than one language, then you're in luck. That's still a very valuable skill these days, and it is paid handsomely in some scenarios. Hospitals and courtrooms are two places that will always need skilled translators to convey messages with the utmost importance. Learning a second language is not easy, and it isn't something that can be mastered overnight. But if you grew up in a bilingual household, or if you took language classes very seriously as a child, you may have a secret skill that you can actually monetize. Number 14. Social media influencer. Amidst your travels, I'm certain you will come across some noteworthy sites. Documenting these along the way will probably earn you quite the following on sites like Instagram, Twitter, and of course TikTok. Learning how to monetize these platforms and utilize your audience could lead to a substantial source of income. If you're already a wanderlust and a traveler at heart, then documenting your journey is the only thing standing in between you and being able to do this full time. Start out by watching YouTube videos about how to organically grow on your different social media apps. Then just document your journey and really let your personality shine through your posts. Location-independent jobs are the brand new trend in the job market that allows people to work from any location and at any time. This is useful for those who want to spend more time with their family or those who need to be closer to home. Working remotely and living abroad can also save you tons in such a short period of time. It's no wonder why so many people are taking advantage of this. Taking a leap of faith and moving to a completely new country can be very intimidating. It's always good to have a general idea or a general game plan as to what you're going to do for money before you actually take the leap of faith. I genuinely hope this video helped you narrow down your list on what job you would like to have when you become a digital nomad. If you made it this far, thanks for watching. Please don't forget to subscribe so you don't miss out on more amazing videos like this.